Ahoy, everyone. Sorry for being a couple minutes late. I was setting out the chips and getting them all organized. They're right here behind me. No, they're not alphabetical. Closing down these other two computers, which are business. There. I'm not going to mess with those anymore tonight. Kyle, welcome aboard. I got to give your number to my sister. She got a new phone, same number, but she lost all of her contacts. But she's probably going to be calling you in a day or two. She wants to come out and get a couple things out of the bus. Rob on the road, welcome aboard. Diane, welcome aboard. And there's Troy. Good to see you. There's Sonia with a J. Sonia with a J. Did Georgianne, was she able to get in contact with you? I gave her email address, esprod@aol.com. This was like an hour ago. Ray, welcome aboard. Oh, good. You talked to Georgianne. Good. See if I've missed anyone. Nope. I think I am. Believe it or not. Oh, there's Mindy. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. Somewhere I have. Oh, it's on the bed. No, I'm not in the van. I decided because of having to get the new laptop and trying to correlate it with the work laptop, which my laptop will now become the work laptop. And the Chromebook that we're on right now, totally separate, has nothing to do with work anymore. Because it's just not powerful enough. It's good for fun and games, but no. As I progress, I'll probably use what I'm calling my work computer. I may integrate that into, doing live streams and YouTube stuff as well. We'll see. Or I may just keep the Chromebook for YouTube stuff. We'll see. Meanwhile, yeah, I'm enjoying this day. Especially, I'm going to stay one more day. And I may stretch it into 3 only because I can see there's a lot still to get done. And work is going to get in the way. In other words, I got to get up at 3 a.m. That's 14 hours from now and go to work. Doesn't leave much time after work to get things done. So I'll be kind of doing things in between on breaks. Whenever. I still have to go up to Benson this week. Got the legal beagle to do for the van. And maybe I'll stay in Tombstone. I'm not sure yet. I do like it up there. The Silent Forgotten. Now, there's a name I haven't seen. And there's Kobe. No, I don't want any snow. You can keep it. Grand Marais, could you put up a link to the Silent Forgotten for us? Appreciate that. And there's Georgianne. Welcome aboard, sweetie. It's going fast. Come one, come all. I will not be reading from the book tonight. The book is out in the truck somewhere, buried. I did manage to find the chips. And I don't know, we're still going to have some fun tonight. Holly will probably call with a few jokes. The human copy and paste isn't here yet. Oh, you're talking about Linda? She will be. She'll show up. I watched one live stream today and one video. I watched Jeff and Tammi, the gypsy and the vanilla gorilla. They were doing a hike in Ohio around somewhere in their neighborhood, which is cool. And they saw a red-tailed fox. Not fox, a hawk, red-tailed hawk. I found out doing some research that red-tailed hawks are the most common. They've adapted themselves to practically every climate, across the globe, especially in North America. I didn't study white-tailed hawks. You love the purple room. Is it purple? I guess it could be, maybe. The walls are kind of a cream color. Oh, the back wall is purple, kind of. I don't know. I guess I'd call it purple, mauve. I got a purple mouse. The laptop's purple, lavender, the new laptop. Tommy, welcome aboard. A Cooper's hawk in your neighborhood. Oh, those are cool. My word is witty. Yes, you are. And I was going to use that word, not witty, but what witty is short for, which is witticisms. That just popped into my head. I didn't look it up or nothing. It just popped into my head. Like, I bet you we will have a lot of witticisms tonight, regardless of whether I read from the stupid book or not. And speaking of witticisms, there's Free Camper Van. Welcome back. Good to see you. Here's one that'll make you think. Now, I'm not making fun of anybody that has, handicap or malady or a birth defect, osteoporosis, whatever it might be. I am not making fun of those people. Please bear with me. But it struck me the other day as I was climbing in and out of my van that when you see people who are a little hunched over, it just struck me, is it possible that they are or were at some point in time van lifers? It's just a thought. I will put chips in. Give me a chance. I've got a camper van and I've got yours. I just haven't put them in yet. I did put one in already, which is Caesar's. And hopefully he'll come in and make a comment. But I've been chatting with him this afternoon. He is one of my coworkers. I've never met him, but he is also in this new job, new to him, new to me. I think he's been a week longer than me, but he's still my coworker. And he's here in the same town. So we were going to get together this afternoon, but he ended up having to work. And now I'm live, so maybe tomorrow after work we'll have a chance to hook up. Super nice guy, just fantastic. We were swapping stories about Arizona, just life in general. But I know that he could help me because I'm hung up already on the new computer. It's mostly because of Windows 11. I think that's where I'm going to be. Wanker. Good one, Nancy. Yeah, should have moved out with her. That is cute, Kobe. Nate Dog is here. Welcome aboard. Oh, my goodness. Got the belchies. I ate a banana too fast. And I'm sucking in air. So as you can see, I am treating myself a little bit. It was nice. The shower here. I've stayed here before. Last year I was here for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days because I didn't have the truck was in the repair shop and I couldn't stay in the truck, so I ended up staying here. You know, it was kind of a comedy of errors in some ways, but I was grateful. These people are great. It's nice. You know, it's not the Taj Mahal. It's not a 5-star motel. It's Knightsbridge. You know, they got a pool. They got a laundry room. There's a refrigerator, a microwave. You know, I stayed at the Hilton in Phoenix, not on my dime, on the company's dime. They didn't even have microwaves in the room. No refrigerator, no mic. Well, wait, they did have a refrigerator, a real tiny one. No microwave though. I don't know. Whole lot more expensive too. Like more than twice what this costs. I don't know. I guess you just have to compare, shop and compare, right? Grand Marais. You're in, Troy. You're in with Wiz. I probably should start getting people's chips put in. Let me put up my next notes for a little bit. Get turned around here. There. So there's only one chip in here right now, and it's Caesar's. Grand Marais coming up with more words. All right. So I got Diane, Georgianne, Ray Crum, Sonia with a J, Nancy Drew. Mindy, Nate Dog, Troy. It's Holly. Thank you, Jim. I'll find your chip in a minute. Hey there.
Hi. How is everything going?
I'm finding chips and putting them in the bucket.
The chips are in the bucket?
They're almost in the bucket.
Okay. Anyway, am I on speaker?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Holly Begally with your laugh report. Boop boop be doop. I got some jokes for you. Yeah. You know, this lady was speeding. She was going 100 miles an hour. She got pulled over, and the officer asked her why she was going 100 miles an hour. And she said, because I always act like a lady, so I had my foot on the floor. You know, a guy went through a stop sign. He got pulled over when the officer asked him if he had seen the stop sign. And he said yes. And when the officer asked him why he went through it, he said he don't believe in everything he reads. Anyway, you know, it's been said in the news. I got a couple news flashes for you. It has been said that short men tend to have more heart attacks than tall men. I guess it's because they don't have as far to fall.
Oh, jeez.
You know, the aerospace center employees are now searching other planets for intelligent life because they haven't found any as of yet here on Earth. That was in the news. Anyway, the people who write nursery rhymes decided they needed to update some of them. And here are a couple of the updated ones. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her husband clean sheets. And when she returned with the sheets, she found lady in bed, her husband in bed with a lady that baked them bread. Another one is peach porridge hot, peach porridge cold. It still tastes better than a Big Mac 4 hours old.
I agree.
You know, there's this little boy that never spoke. Then one day he came down the stairs and said, cereal cold. And his dad said, what did you say? And he repeated it, cereal cold. And his dad said, why haven't you spoke before, any time before? And the boy said, everything's been all right up until now. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we had such a lovely day. I mean, 50s at night, and it was 70s in the day, and it was so lovely. I saw a robin jogging. I mean, it was so great. It was so great. I even saw a squirrel trying to open a lawn chair.
That's cute.
You know, I got food poisoning the other day. I don't know exactly what I want to do with it as of yet.
Okay. With that, I'm going to get my coffee.
You know, I had an uncle that was so lazy. I mean, he never did anything. Even when he got married, the lady he married was already pregnant. You know, here's some more news for you. They've come up with some new predictions, and they are, I spoke with some of the psychics. They come up with some new predictions. All right. For one, the Army will make a bomb that will spread saltpeter. China will explode a nuclear bomb that is so powerful that cows in New Jersey will be spewing out soy sauce.
Oh, I get it.
NASA will be opening a gay bar on Mars. That was their predictions. You know, there was this really tall guy that went to a sauna, and when he was naked, this really, really short guy walked into him and said, wow, you look really good. I mean, really good. And the tall guy walked away, and as he was walking, he thought, boy, I'm glad he didn't want to shake my hand. Would have been shaking something else, you know.
Uh-huh.
You know, my Uncle Julian, he was great. He was raised by wolves. He was brought to civilization. And when he went to school, he even graduated from high school. Then he went to take the civil service exam. And he passed it with flying colors even. And he became a mailman. But he got fired. He kept biting himself on the leg.
Jeez.
You know, I had an uncle medium. He was very spiritual. And one day, he held a seance. And we're all holding hands. And Uncle Medium says, "Oh, spirits, come forth. Spirits, come forth." Then the spirit says, "What do you want?" And Uncle Medium asks him, "Who are you?" And the spirit says, "Max." And Uncle Medium says, "Come closer, I can't see you." And Max says, "I can't, it's not my table."
I gotta interject one because Silent Forgotten just told a good one, which was, did you hear about the sandwich who walked into a bar and ordered a beer? The bartender said, "Sorry, we don't serve food here." Which reminded me of one. There's 3 strings that walked into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve strings here." And the 3rd string says, "I'm afraid not." Never mind.
I'm afraid not.
Afraid not. Go ahead, Al. You can keep going.
Okay. You know, I had a cast on a comment.
A comment. Okay.
Find out it was. I had a cast on my leg, and come to find out it was made of silly putty. I woke up and the nurses were sticking comic strips on me.
That's cute.
I pulled the nurse's cord.
Yeah.
And come to find out, it pulled the pants down on the guy on the floor upstairs.
Okay.
You know, there was this mother that told her husband that her son has a chance to go on a father-son camping trip. But the boy wanted to go, but his father was dead. But the stepfather wanted to take him. So he invites the boy to lunch, and they go, but they get a very ditzy waitress. Anyway, he brings up the subject, and the boy says, "I can't go because my dad is dead." And the stepdad said, "I'll take you." And then the nurse cut in and says, "Will the cemetery let you do that?"
Oh, geez. Thank you, Sean.
A chef asked this fellow if he could trust a turkey. And the fellow said, "Yeah, I trust him with my life." And the chef asked him, "What do you say to a bone-in ham?" And he says, "Bon appetit, sir ham."
Oh. Jeez.
My cousin Golly was living out of state like for 15 years. Then he came back home. We were walking downtown, and he notices that Giuseppe's shoe repair shop is still open. We go in, and then he rings the bell, and the old man comes out, and my cousin says, Giuseppe, do you remember me? And Giuseppe said, yes. Golly, right? And my cousin said, yeah. I left a pair of shoes here a while back. Giuseppe said, yeah, wait here. He goes in the back, makes all kinds of racket. He comes back out, and they said, wait a minute. They were brown shoes with a buckle, and you wanted them to be resold and the heels put on them, right? And my cousin Golly said, yes, they were. And Giuseppe said, they'll be ready for you on Tuesday.
Okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
Anyway, that is all that I have for you folks today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your comments under Captain Jack Scrapper, and he will inform me of what to do with them, or, X them out, or if they were good, or what have you. Anyway, this is Holly by Golly saying, boo whoop be doo. I hope I gave some laughs to you. And I love you all. And peace out.
Thank you, Holly.
Yep. You're more than welcome, Jack.
All
How
right.
many people are in there now, by chance?
Quite a few. We've got 22.
Wonderful. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Love you all.
All right.
Please keep watching Captain Jack Scrapper live stream.
Thank you, Holly.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
You're welcome.
God bless her. Okay. You give it 8.5. See, she has been coming up. There's Kyle. And let's see. I think I got Nancy's chip in. Oh. Got your chip, Kyle. Got a whole lace basket full of chips now. Yeah, she's doing better. She's doing better. Oh. Lord help us if she ever gets a computer working, right? I know people have asked me, well, why doesn't she come on her phone? Well, she can't. It's a flip phone. Yes, I put it in, Nate Dog. Oh, my goodness. I got to get closer to the computer here. Phew. I had supper about a half an hour ago, and boy, I tell you what, I'm glad I remembered to bring in my Tums from the van. I may need them pretty soon. But it was delicious. All right. So there was something else Tammi, the racing channel. He needs 4 more people for subscribers. Once he gets 4 more people for subscribers, he will be able to start live streaming on YouTube. So if anybody can share his channel out, encourage others to subscribe. It's Tammi, the racing channel. Am I right about that, Nancy or Diane? Diane's not going to answer that. And I haven't seen Linda Barker. Where is she? Let's see. I'm trying to figure out Mindy, who's a mod right now. Let's see. We got there. You go. Thank you. I was just thinking of you, Troy. I was going to ask you to put up a link for Yeah, Mike is good. I talked to him day before yesterday. And thank you, Troy, for putting up Timmy's link. God bless him too. Thank you, Mindy. He'll be tickled. Should have seen it the other night. I was talking to Roy, and Timmy called me. La 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 la, blah blah. And I said, "Well, hang on a second, Timmy." And I just handed my phone to Roy. I didn't tell him who it was. You'd have thought I had given Timmy $1 million because he got to talk to Roy of Roy and Becky's Travels. So that made Timmy's day. It really did. And that's cool. Thank you. Now, see, now he's only maybe got 2 more to go and he'll be good. Thank you, Free Camper Man. Eric. So I'm going to put Eric and Free Camper Man together because now I know. So later this week, I'll say Tuesday, I'm going to go to Benson and do some legal beagle. And then I'll probably come back here in this area. Tomorrow night, I'm going to check out to see if I have a good enough signal at Miller Canyon or Carr Canyon or Hunter's Canyon. Timmy's got 50. Fantastic. Hello.
Hey, am
Yeah.
I live again?
Yes, you are still live.
Wonderful. I just wanted to wish everybody good luck on the picking, and I hope that the lottery ticket that wins big for you.
That'd be cool.
Good luck. I love you all. Peace out.
Because if they win, Ben, I get to split it with them.
Peace out.
All right. Thank you, Holly.
Yeah, love you all.
Good night. That brings up a good point. For the scratch offs, when we get to them, whoever's scratch off we're doing, if it's anything up to $150, you get that entire amount. Now, if we get to 200 or more, or whatever, if we get beyond 150, then we split it. And then if we get really big, to where taxes have to be paid, I will pay the taxes, and then we'll split the difference. Now, just to use round numbers, let's say, this cash word here is worth up to $50,000. Okay, fat chance that we'd get 50 grand, but you never know. It does happen. Well, then it'd be 25 grand each, but we do know that they're going to take taxes out. So, I've heard anywhere from 35 to 40% taxes. Let's just call it 50. So let's say this $50,000 winner after taxes becomes a $25,000 winner. And then there's still income tax that has to be paid on that. Okay, but I'm the holder of the ticket, therefore I would be the one to pay the income tax on the balance. So after that, anyways, let's just use a round number. Let's say there's 25 grand net. Well, each one of us would then have 12.5. And I wouldn't mind having an extra 12 grand in my pocket. How about you? Not enough dollars in the world to get you to sub to that Mexican Indian. Yeah, but Diane, but for the grace of God, there go we. I don't know if he'll learn. His cousin says he's 14, going on 35, or the other way around. And what can you say? What can you do? Okay, Alpine Gulch. You were asking somebody of something. I wrote it down. Got to get a hold of somebody and give them your email. Who do we have to get a hold of? Because I missed something while Holly was on the phone. Thank you, Eric. If nothing else, going through the motions might. Okay. I love the license plate, personal, well, it can be personal or it can just be the number. But Arizona has an option for your plate colors and schemes. Well, the one I really like is, it's Arizona plate, your number or whatever. Then at the bottom it says the golden rule. I like that. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You've been borrowing Rob's dictionary again. Yeah, I can't say my synergistic very well. Not at all. So, okay, we got Alpine, okay, traveling Mike. Okay, gotcha. I will take care of that. Send him Alpine's email. All right, I will do that after the show tonight. It's on my list of things to do when I grow up. Thank you for correcting me, helping me out with it, because I did miss what you needed. Never been that polite. I got your chip in, Rob, just so you know. That was his picture. My synergistic. I think that's how you say it. Anyone else wants to visit Plenty of Space? Great stopping place. Yeah. I forget. Okay, where are you? You're in Colorado, I think. I could be wrong. I'm trying to think if you are on my way to Michigan. Which in about 2 more weeks, I'm going to start moving that way. I got some things to do. Oh, don't worry about it, Alpine. We all blame Mike for our ice cream addiction. In fact, I threw Roy $10 yesterday. I says, blame this on Mike, but when it comes time to go get quarts of ice cream, or pints, usually we get the pints from Dollar General. It's Mike's fault. Wyoming, southeastern Wyoming. Hey, you never know. So I do plan on angling up that direction. We'll see. Because I haven't ever been there, this is funny. We all have the little maps, and you put your sticker on there when you've been to a certain state. I'm like, I hesitate. Now, this is my third trip to be in Arizona, at least for a period of time. My first time was way back in the 70s, and I was in the state of Arizona for maybe 4 days, but still just traveling through on the way to San Diego. To me, that didn't really count. Now, last year, I was in Arizona a lot in this area that I'm at now in southeastern Arizona. But I spent some time in Quartzsite and Parker and Lake Havasu as well. But there's still places in Arizona that I haven't seen, haven't even been close to. And this trip is almost the same as last year. Quartzsite, Lake Havasu, Parker, Sierra Vista, Benson, Tombstone, Bisbee, yeah. But I still haven't seen Arizona. So do I put the sticker on the map? I don't know. I feel guilty. I feel like I got to still see more of Arizona before I put that sticker on the map saying, I have been to Arizona. I deserve a magnet. Georgianne's going to Wyoming in June. Cool. Well, head to Alpine's place. You're in the corner next to Nebraska and Colorado and sort of Kansas. Okay. Ooh. The memory chords have been struck. I know I'm convinced there's a lot of cool things to see in Wyoming. Maybe even catch a rodeo or two. What is gray? Has 4 legs and a trunk. Well, I would almost think an elephant, but you're probably, knowing you're talking about something else. A mouse going on vacation. Good one. That's a good one, Nancy. Don't count as a visit to a state unless some official person says, "Sir, you are making a scene. Please leave." And somehow I feel that is the motto that Rob lives by. Officer Newton, welcome back. I thought you said you didn't want to see me again tonight. Oh, goodness. Oh, we're getting closer to that shake and bake time. Speaking of shake and bake, William must be bowling. He's going to be upset that he missed it. Yeah, the time frame, as changing the times around is screwing me up too. You know, once I get off this live stream, I'll be lucky to get Alpine Gulch's wish taken care of. And I'm going to sack out because I got to be up in 10 more hours. Up and working. Your campsite's no longer in the river. Must be the flood waters have gone down. That was pretty amazing. I've seen some of the pictures. I guess 2 people died because of the flooding. I've been thrown out of better places than this. Yeah. Then the one that I always liked, my dad used to say is similar, but the one that always challenged me as a kid, I've forgotten more than you'll ever know. You haven't got the sense that God gave geese. Carrying the pontoons of the roof of the camper would have been caused a lot of drag. That's true. Oh my goodness, my goodness. You know, I'm looking around. I'm going to have to find a coin. I know I seen one earlier. It's getting close to that time. I was hoping that Caesar would stop by tonight, but maybe I'll see him tomorrow, but I got a sticker for him. Let me find the coin before I forget. Dun, da, da, da. Oh, goodness. I thought maybe I'd go swimming tonight. Ain't going to happen. I am too tired. Of course, you know, I was at Walmart at 6:30 this morning. Why would you go to Walmart at 6:30 in the morning? Well, because number one, they were open. Number two, I was awake. My body has gotten used to waking up at 3 o'clock. Well, I pretty much woke up at 3 o'clock for many years, but then I'd go right back to sleep. Sleep till 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. Not anymore. 3 o'clock, I got to stay awake. My other alarm clock is out in the van, and I know it's buried, so I'm not going to bring that in. I'm going to count on my brain waking me up, and my phone is set for 3 a.m., so I should be good. The golden elevator. Wait a minute. Trump Tower. I wouldn't make it through the door. Oh, cute. Yeah, the golden elevator. There is Roy and Becky. Let me check. I don't know. What's your temperature up there right now, Roy? Down here, it's been cloudy all day. There were white caps on the pool for a while. Okay. That was my friend Caesar. I had asked him earlier how work went. He just now answered me. What was I looking up? Oh, yes. We are at 82 currently. Sunset is at 6:49. So that's exactly 1 hour and 1 minute away. Our low tonight is going to be 62. So if I go to Walmart in the morning like I did today, which it was about 62, 63, the sun was just coming up. But the people that were going into Walmart, they were wearing coats. I'm like, what? What? You're wearing coats, hats. Well, I saw one guy, he had a knit stocking cap on. It's like, are you kidding me? But after, there's, see what I mean? Grand Marais, it's 54. Now, if it was 54 here, I would probably be putting on a coat or a shirt at least. I'm in southeastern Arizona, Alpine Gulch. Down by the border. Moab is at 75. That's not too bad. Nancy said, I suggested to a coworker to put a potato in his pants to attract the ladies. He said it didn't work. I probably should have specified to put it in the front. Yeah, the AC is going to get you. That's another thing. It won't happen for at least 2 weeks. Of course, then I'll be going back into cooler weather after 2 weeks, but I kind of need the AC to work in the van. The computers are not happy being hot. Oh, that's right. I did forget that you used to live down here. Yeah, I'm in Sierra Vista right now. 38 in tornadoes. Oh, my goodness. Tomorrow. How crazy is that? Okay, now I'm thinking about the fact, is there anybody here right now? We've got 22 people on board. Is there anyone that's here that doesn't have their chip in? Because we're going to draw straight up on the hour. And that'll be for the Sunken treasure, cash word. You must be present to win. So it's 38 now. What's it supposed to get down to, Georgianne? Lower than that? And then all of a sudden warm up and have tornadoes? I tell you, the temperature variances, that's what really brings them on, you know. Yes, your chip is already in. 34. Wow. Just about freezing. Yeah, the springtime, I know growing up in Michigan, that's how it always seemed. You know, you'd have in the springtime especially, it'd be 34 in the morning, let's say, and 64 in the afternoon, and then all of a sudden you're under a tornado watch. Yep. Temperature variations. Yeah, there you go. 70 tomorrow, so that's more than twice. 40 in Maine, and it's raining. That's not fun either. It's still cold, and can't get much done when it's raining. Even the moose are probably laying low. Oh, gosh. You know, I'm not going to hold off any longer. I'm going to take a Tums. Why be miserable? I'm going to try something in a minute. Just to kind of ease my mind that I don't mess up later on. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize it had been already that many years. All right. Well, see, that doesn't help me. It says, I'm Alpine Gulch. Let me see. Never mind. I think I found it. HX. And of course it disappeared. And of course it keeps disappearing. Come on. Why won't it go to your address? Come on, it came up. Okay, HBX. IPINE Gmail. No. Yes, Gmail. Right. Now, yeah, HBX. You're watching it snow on the deer camera. Somebody was worried about the deer. Okay. The deer will be fine. Now, let me go to, there he is, Michael Donovan. HBX. IPI. Bear with me. And the smile face. There. Message sent, Alpine Gulch. Hopefully you'll hear from Mike shortly. There, I got that off of my mind, therefore I won't forget, because it's done. Furnaces are not used, blah, 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 test it nice and warm, and there you go. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to get one of those. Maybe not right away, maybe in a month. Just have it shipped to my sister's house in Michigan, and then I can install it or hang on to it till I get it installed, either in the bus or in the van, you know, kind of leave it kind of open as to where I'm going to install it. Guess what? We're on top of the hour. That means it's time to draw. Shake and bake time, William would say. That's not loud. And I think I'll lay these out on the other edge of the bed after we get a winner, before we scratch, because when you start making sentences, then that'll make a difference too. So I got a chip in my hand. It's white, kinda, and it's Traveling Nate Dog. Traveling Nate Dog is right there. Congratulations. All right, we're gonna get these, including yours, Nate, on the bed so that when you guys do start making sentences in another 10 minutes or so, when I can grab, I don't have to go clear to the edge. I'll put them right here. Okay. And let's see, we put our quarter right here. And we got our scratch off, which is Sunken Treasure Cash Word. You could win twice. It has happened. I think it happened to Nancy Drew one time. Oh, and there was somebody else that won twice in one night. Can't remember who it was. All right. There's 20 letters. Most of you know how this goes. And if you don't, well, you're going to learn. The first letter is a B. I'm going to have to use my notebook as a scratch pad, so to speak. All right, we're looking for B's. There's a B in fabric, admirable, and box. And in the bonus words, no B's. Oh, yeah, it was Artie. You're right. Artie is getting ready to have, so send up a prayer, but she's getting ready to have a pacemaker put in like mine. I think Jeff said it's sometime in the next coming week, so soon. So just offer up a little prayer that she comes through that good. I think she'll be a brand new person once things start flowing the way they're supposed to. They sure worked for me. Tommy's got dollar bills up there, or no, packs of bills. All right, the next letter is an N. The N in nest. A nest of crocodiles. There's an N in adjacent. Runoff. Intend. All right. Third letter is a G. Frog. Frog has a G. Gratuity. Okay. Number 4 is a W. How appropriate for tonight. How witty is that? A W. Yep, there's a W in owl. And that's it. Letter number 5 is a Y. So, Troy, if you're still with us, you're going to take Linda's place tonight. There is a Y in gratuity and your. And there's a Y in lately. I'm giving you a long one, Troy. But if you'll type these out, then I'll put them up on the screen. The words are admirable. That's ADMIRABLE, admirable. And lately, LATELY. So if you can type those out, I'll put them up on the screen. As you know, make a sentence using these 2 words, and we'll get your chip back in the bucket for the next drawing, which will be at about 1/4 to the hour. It's a Loteria Grande. Kind of fun. Okay, next letter number 6. Now you got to get like 3 words to win anything, or one of the bonus words. Okay, I is our letter. There's an I in fabric. Admirable. Polite. gratuity. And villa. Intend. Commit. Let's see, did Troy type those out? Lately, her booty was quite admirable. Why does it have to be lately? Wouldn't it be kind of constantly? Never mind. I got you, Mindy. We still don't have the, oh, Sonia's in. Aw, that's sweet. Sonia's in. I still don't have the words up on the thing. Because Troy must have stepped away. He's probably over at Susie's. Wait, she's not on tonight, I don't think. All right. Nancy, that's a good one. Yeah, it's admirable, but I know what you're saying. Thank you, Sonia. I don't have to type them up, then I'll put yours up there on the screen. Make a sentence using these two words to get your chip in. Let me find, who was I looking for? Jim. Got Sonia already. There's somebody else. Stephanie and Dan, welcome aboard. Hello and hugs from Minnesota. Minnesota. And I've missed something. The stair stepper is working. I know I missed something. Georgianne and Nancy. Georgianne and Nancy. Okay, now I'm caught up for a second, maybe. Let me scroll down. You know what? I did buy a mouse. It's not hooked up to this computer, though. Lately, I've been admirable. Okay, good one, Eric. I gotcha. All right. Okay. Next letter is going to be L. There's an L in sled. Ellipse. You know, I took a picture of the moon last night. The pink moon. It's pretty orange. Admirable has an L. Polite. And last, chili. Villa has two L's. Okay. And lately has an L. My hours of work have been admirably great lately. Gotcha, Nate Dog. And I knew right where your chip was, too. It's a great day. It's a great day for a multi-car race. Okay, we're looking at the letter T. There's a T in steak. There's an I in ellipse that we missed. The T in polite. Gratuity. There's two T's in gratuity. Nest and adjacent. Intend. And lately. And I'm thirsty. Your Admiral A is still awake. I can hear you, Roy. Ray. Got your chip, Ray. Next is D. There's a D in sled. Admirable. Adjacent. Intend. That's it. Okay, letter number 10. Despite not performing all winter, Jim's talent on the clicky tongs is admirable. The clicky tongs. Oh, good one, Diane. I got you. Letter number 10 is H. Chili. Oh, no, that was the only H was in chili. And guess what? That's going to be your third word. Chili. 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 So, Sonia, if you want to type those three out, and I'll put those on the screen. Now it's to a point where you can use any two or all three of those words to make a sentence, if you haven't already. Or you can make a sentence if you want. All right. Letter number 11 is U. There's a U in do. Duo. D-U-O. Do. Do. A U in use. A U in gratuity. And a U in famous. And a U in run off. Clicky tongs, clicky tongs, clicky tongs. And there are the three words. Thank you, Sonia. I hope Linda's okay. Letter number 12 is a P. Polite. Patrol. Ellipse. And that's it. Number 13 is an F. The guy at the greasy spoon in the corner has been given an award for his admirable chili, causing me to have thumbs. Tum-ti-dum-tum. Tum-ti-dum-tum-tum. This is a city, and I'm a cop. My dad used to say that. There's a place in Grand Rapids where you're coming on the Ford Freeway, and you come around John Ball Park, which is built on a hill, pretty good size hill, as a matter of fact. And you come around that hill, and all of a sudden there is the city of Grand Rapids laid out in all its glory in front of you. And especially at night, it would remind Dad of, what was the name of that show? I think it was called The Detectives, or not positive right off the top of my head, but there was some TV show, and there was a scene like that. Shows a city, probably Los Angeles or New York, all the lights, and the character would say that this is a city and I'm a cop. Dragnet, thank you, Sonia. You're absolutely right. Just the facts, man. All right, F. We're looking for Fs. There's an F in frog and fabric. And there's an F in famous and 2 F's in runoff. And I think that's it for the F's. Letter number 14 is an M. It was LA. Thank you, Sonia. Just the facts, man. What was that one where they gave the times? 7:15, I am on my way to the door. 7:16, I have gone through the door. What? Was that Dragnet? Emma. Of course, there was always my all-time favorite because it was Dad's. Well, Dad loved Dragnet too. He liked that, but his all-time favorite because I think he loved to say it. Come on, it's 7:30. It's time for lard ass. Highway Patrol, Broderick Crawford. Lard ass. Silent forgotten. Lately, the chili I've been eating gave you terrible gas, but it was still very admirable. It's a good one. And I've got your ship, the Silent Forgotten. Well, not on Memorial Day. Lately, using rattlesnake and chili is admirable. Yeah. Okay. I heard that they've been seeing rattlesnakes up by Quartzsite. I think you're already in because you're not on the bed thing there. Joe Friday. That's right. I think you're right, Nancy. Joe Friday and his sidekick. Who knows? Did you figure it out? I was on Facebook. Did you know that there is a turd in Saturday? Turd Day. I didn't know it until the other day. Fortunately, I didn't have any turds yesterday. All right, we're looking for the letter M. Admirable has an M. Excuse me. Famous has an M. Commit has 2. Got that. Okay. I was up too early, as you know. Okay, we're on our 15th letter, which is an A. There's an A in fabric. Admirable has 2 A's. Patrol. Last. Gratuity. Adjacent. Famous. Lately. I think we're going to use the word famous for your 4th and final word. Famous. It's FAMOUS. Frank Smith was his partner. Man, you are so good, Sonia. On the radio show. Frank Smith. You know, when I first moved to Arkansas back in the early 70s, I worked at Charview, which many of you remember Charview as being the forerunner to Charbroil, which makes the aluminum framed gas grills, Well, I worked at that company that made them. And one of the foremen, his name was Frank Smith. And I got to be good friends with him. He had a custom 65 Chevy Malibu. I mean, that thing was sweet. Admiral lately chili famous. Lately, chili has been admirably famous. Radio classics on Sirius XM. Oh, okay. You know what we did back in the late 60s? We could get cassette tapes of the old radio shows. Green Hornet, Lum and Abner's Jot 'em Down Store, The Lone Ranger. Oh, gosh, there was a few others. Well, my friend Dale had one of those old wood high-top radios, big. And he would wire it in so that when you turned the radio on, it would turn the cassette player on, hidden. And so the cassette player would come on and play through the big speaker on the front of the radio, and we'd sip our wine and listen to radio shows. I mean, we were 16, 17 years old. It was a great date night to go to somebody's house, go to Dale's house and listen to the radio shows. It was cool. Johnny Dollar with Bob Bailey is your favorite, followed by Bragg. I still like Lum and Abner's Jot 'em Down Store. Officer Bill Gannon, Harry Morgan, Colonel Potter from Mass. That's right. I have I can't grab it right now because it's out in the van, but I have a Colonel Potter hat. It's admirable that I have refrained from making your infamous chili lately. I was thinking it's admirable that you've refrained from choking the living shit out of Timmy. All right, where is Diane's chip? That was Ray's. That's Caesar's. Diane, I think you're already in. You have to be. Yeah, you are. All right, we only got 5 letters left. Let's kick it. Looking for K's. Let's kick it. There's a K in steak. The kind like you would drive in the ground steak. That's it. Next is Q. Oh, excuse me. That was terrible. I'm very sorry. Excuse me. Oh. I do not see any Q's. 3 left. A J. No J's either. I'm not hungry right now, but Jim says lately I found it admirable that Lieutenant Colombo, that was Peter Falk, always had chili at the same lunch shop which he made famous. I did not know that. I would love to find an old Volvo, though, like he drove. That felt good. You're right, it did, actually. That felt good. Let's see, I gotta go. That felt good. Boy, if Holly ever replays these, no worries, better to burp and taste it. Yeah, it was definitely good. It was leftover omelet and hash browns with sour cream and pancakes left over from last night. I stopped at Denny's and said, I'm going to treat myself, but I couldn't eat all that. That usually happens with Denny's. They really lay it on. Tim's fired. Used to watch all the old cop shows for the training purposes. Yeah, that's like my ex-wives watching all the crime stories. I think they were trying to find secrets on how to get rid of me without having it look like murder. Okay, Z. There's no Z's. Okay, we got one letter left. Oh yeah, I've got a great picture of the pink moon, even though it's orange. I didn't get to take it on my normal camera. There's a story behind that, but I did get a good one on my phone, and it came out. I mean, it's great. Maybe I can show you. I can't download it yet, but I can at least show you. This was somewhere between Playboy magazine and next Tuesday night's PTA. Oh, wait. Anyways, that's the pink moon, which is showing orange. And that is somewhere off of I-10 between Bisbee and Tucson. I'm glad I was paying attention because I Googled it and they said the pink moon will be at 11:35 p.m. on Saturday night. That cannot be right. I said, it's got to be closer to sunset for it to get those colors. And I was right. Glad I didn't listen to what you find on Google. Jay North, yeah. Yeah, I heard about him passing away. All right. The last letter is O. Frog, but we don't have the R. Polite, but we don't have the E. Patrol, but we don't have the R. Owl, we've got that. So we spelled one word in puzzle one. Your has an O. That's it. Let's see. Famous has an O, but we don't have the S. Commit, we don't have the C. And that's it. There were no E's. I'm doing a double check now. No E's. No R's, no E's. No S, no E, no V. E, R, S, C, E, X. Was there an X? No. No S, no R. There is an O and runoff that we missed, but we don't have the R. No C in commit. And no E for lately. So there it is. Another bummer. But at least you guys got your chips in. You might win the next drawing. Carol Walters, welcome aboard. The words are on the board there, Carol. Make a quick sentence and we'll get you in. I'm going to give, 15 minutes. You're taking a picture at midnight and later, same with the pink moon with and without the chemtrails. There you go. What's Carol saying? GN, Diane. Oh, good night, Diane. Got it. Yeah, opportunity struck. And that road where you saw was actually, the gate was closed to that road or I would have drove down it. So I bet I could have found some better spots. I was being a little careful because the very next half block away was a police officer sitting there. So I thought, you know what? Don't be messing around here. Just take your picture and go. And that's what I did. Your moon looked normal. Mine had a pimple on it. Your name got picked. There you go. Hey, you never know. It can happen. Oh my goodness, my goodness. You know, yesterday I drank mostly water. And yet last night I had leg cramps. I thought if you stayed hydrated, you weren't supposed to get leg cramps. And I was definitely hydrated. Yeah, I drank a lot of water yesterday. But you know, you don't know it in this heat, but you are sweating it out. Your moon was made of cheese. What color? Green? The green moon. Yeah, pimply. My cute little derriere. Pimply. Actually, I don't think I have any pimples back there. I haven't looked. I don't have any skin tags. They're all up here on my chest. And one here and one here. To dry heat. Come to the desert, they said. For dry heat, dry heaves, dry internet. It's green, you Googled it. A green moon. The more water you drink, you deplete the sodium. Maybe that's what's going on. That's why they give you salt tablets, come to think of it. It was green. There you go. Green cheese. That's where it comes from. Bordering on too much information on Jack's body. I said there were no pimples. Okay, there are chips on the bed here. We got Sean, Kyle, Troy, Kobe. Well, who the heck is this? Oh, Caesars. Tommy and Rob. So where are you people? You've crossed the border. Long time ago. We crossed that border a long time ago. I do have brand new shorts. Dun, dun, dun. They're black. And they're comfortable. They're kind of, I don't know, polyester, I guess. No turning back. Once you've gone over the edge, that's it. No turning back. Okay, we're ready with, I like these, by the way. You can learn a little bit of things. You know, you got your margarita. Well, we all know about margaritas. But you got the javelina. I think I am pronouncing it correctly. I'm not sure. Is the J sound like an H, like many Spanish words? Or is this one an exception? You know, and then there's a few other things. Rattlesnake, salsa, quail, taco. Brie must be here. Taco, hummingbird, A spiny lizard. I made a friend out of one a couple days ago. A sombrero. A luchador, which is the fighter, boxer, not boxer, fighter, wrestler. Yeah, you can learn a little bit. Well, I hope that everyone is having a great evening. I know it's kind of late for me from what I normally do. So tonight I came on at 5 Arizona time, Pacific time. So that is 8 Eastern time. And we'll be getting off of here at 10 Eastern, if you can make it that far. I know when I'm in Michigan and it's 10 o'clock at night, I'm ready for bed. Well, you know what? It's going on 7 here and I'm ready for bed. I'm going to take all these chips and just throw them in the bucket and worry about them tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. We got 7 more minutes. Who can make a sentence? Who hasn't made a sentence yet? Who is lurking? You have a Cuban friend named Julio, which pronounces his name with the J. Oh, really? So that would be Julio. And the H sound depending on his mood. Huh. He's a pain in the ass. Oh, that's good, Eric. I'm glad. I'm having fun too. I enjoy doing live streams. I enjoy having the chat where you people are interacting with each other as well as with me. In fact, it's probably better that you're interacting with each other rather than me. I'm the guy with the pimply butt or the non-pimply butt and the skin tags all over. The silent forgotten, yeah, Eric, or no, yeah. Silent forgotten says he's having fun too, so that's a good thing. See? That's what this is all about. Let's have a good time. Life's too short. We need, we don't need to worry about politics here. We don't have to worry about religion. No worries. Let's have fun. I like playing with words. Always have. I certainly like scratch offs. They're fun. Down by the schoolyard. See me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Was that? That was Simon and Garfunkel. I think. I'm pretty sure. Simon and Garfunkel. Jim Foster, he was on until he got caught. All right. Thank you, Silent Forgotten. Your chip is in here, I think. Yeah, you might as well stick around for another 10 minutes. We might draw your name. Thank you, Sonia. I was sitting there scratching my head. It had to be Simon and Garfunkel. Garfunkel. I would like to have you saddled with that name growing up, Garfunkel. Can you imagine how much teasing there must have been? But back when they first came on, I never thought of that name as being unusual. I just thought they were great. Bridge Over Troubled Waters, The Boxer. Yeah. Silence. What was it? Playing with my brain again. And hello, darkness, my old friend. The sounds of silence. Thank you. Thank you, Sonia. He wasn't until he got caught. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they didn't think, they were a little more harsh on those kind of things back then. Artie Garfunkel. That's correct. It's James Catanese. You have got 3 minutes to make a sentence out of any two, any three, or all four of those words. I got your chip real handy. I can throw it in the bucket. You never know. We'll be drawing for Loteria Grande. You just never know. Kind of plays like bingo, except you don't have a diagonal line and you don't have a free spot. You too, Kyle. Your chip's still sitting here. Okay, I got Kyle and James's chips ready if they make sentences. 2 minutes. There's that guy again. Oh, excuse me. Oh, gosh. It has to be the sausage. M25 is filling up. There was like 5 different people that reserved campsites last week. Trying to think what else I heard. Give one to James. I'm not supposed to give sentences. Letters, that's one thing, but sentences, I don't know. Maybe I'll make an exception tonight, which means I will make an exception. We're going to put Kyle and James in the bucket. Now I still got Troy, Sean, Kobe, Tommy, Rob. Where are they? Did they run off? They found something better to do. I understand it. Not everybody can come watch my channel on a Sunday night this late. It's 6:45. Time to shake and bake. Okay, I have a chip in my hand. Imagine that. It's a white one. Nancy Drew, you're still here, aren't you? Your chip's on the floor. It's Nancy Drew. Yeah, Rob might be working. Nancy Drew, I am sure that you are here. And there's Tommy. Tommy, you didn't get to make a sentence, doggone it. Who didn't pre-thumb? I pre-thumbed. There she is. Nancy's right there. Okay, we'll get started. So there are 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 symbols And you got to match those symbols to these here on the two different cards. Vertical and horizontal. All right, the first symbol is a horseshoe. Horseshoe sailor, you're not on the sea. Wait, it wasn't horseshoe, it was horse. Yeah. I see a horseshoe in puzzle 1. Okay. Next. What is that? Good thing they write it out. A dream catcher. I do believe there was a dream catcher on here. Yep, there's one in puzzle 1. And is there one in puzzle 2? No. All right, next. A quail. I know there was at least one quail. Puzzle 1 has a quail. And that's it. Okay, symbol number 4 is a kite. And yes, there is a kite in puzzle 1. Is there one in puzzle 2? No. Opposable thumbs. All right. Next, we have a saguaro. And yes, there is a saguaro in puzzle number 2. I don't believe in puzzle number 1. Let me double check. Nope. Okay, symbol number 6 is a rattlesnake. And there's one in puzzle 1. We really need a soccer ball. Oh. A sombrero. I think it's a sombrero. We still really need a soccer ball. And there is a sombrero in puzzle 2. Symbol number 8 is a burro. Actually, it's a donkey. Same difference. And I don't believe there was any donkeys. Nope, no donkeys. Next up is taco. Taco. Yes, we need a soccer ball really bad. Taco. Oh, there's a taco in puzzle 1. I think there's actually another one. Yes, in puzzle 2. We got 6 left. Here's how it's looking. See that soccer ball? If we got a soccer ball, that lines up for $250. Not much going on in puzzle 2. Everything is better in sombrero. There's Tina. Welcome aboard. We're scratching for Nancy Drew. Not that she has hives or anything. but we're still scratching for her. Okay, the next, this is kind of like Mexican bingo in some ways. It's not quite the same. You don't get chips, but it's got all the different emblems and you have to match. And then if you get a lineup, then you win something. It's fun. I enjoyed your video today. Everybody who hasn't seen Tina's latest video, please do so. That is your strict instructions after this. I understand, Tina. I'm exhausted too. I can't believe these people talked me into doing a live tonight. All right, we're looking for a ladybug. There's one in the corner of puzzle 1. And there's one in the middle of puzzle 2. Hang out if you can and see if Nancy wins something. You put up a short and a video. Okay, I watched the video. I haven't seen the short yet, though. That one that Brian put up, oh my goodness. Mindy, have you seen the one that Brian put up? Holy cow. All right, saddle. We're looking for saddle. There is a saddle in puzzle 1. And I think that might be it. Yep, no more saddles. We have 4 symbols left. A yucca. I know there's no yuccas. I'll double check, but come on, soccer ball. There is a yucca in puzzle 2. We could use cotton for 10 bucks. Let's see. Next we have a monsoon. I saw a monsoon in puzzle 2. Monsoon. Okay, 2 more left. my, oh, yucky. No, Mindy, I don't recall a hummingbird being in it. But it was Marshall, myself, Patio, and Jim. And Marshall, myself, Jim, Patio, and Brian. It's one where we're hiding. Yeah, Vintage Van Life is Brian. And this one's about where we were hiding a geocache and finding one as well. That was a lot of fun. Brian does a really good job. Okay, so Margarita. Yep, I saw Margarita in puzzle 1. Well, that would be nice if we got a javelina. A soccer ball would be even more nicer. Double checking to see if I've missed anything. Nope. All right, the last one, which they call the bonus, is a pickaxe. There's a pickaxe in puzzle 2. Did not do us any good. And that's it. I'm sorry, Nancy. But that's all she wrote. See, we needed that soccer ball. But see, you can't win 2 ways, so, that kind of marred it out. There we needed cotton for 10 in the vertical line. Or a lizard. I think it's a lizard. Spiny lizard, yeah. If we'd gotten a spiny lizard, that would have been $500. Oh, wouldn't that be a dream? Innocent Twister. Yep, that's Brian, Marshall, and myself. Innocent Twister. A lot of fun. Yeah, it is really white tonight. Nice and clean and fluffy. I took the longest shower. You wouldn't believe the shower I took. Jeez. I ran the whole motel out of hot water, I'm sure. You see a little gray. You think? It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, it will do that. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, I can stand myself again, at least for a couple days. Oh, that's terrible. But what do? You work 12 hours and then you sleep. And then you get back up and work 12 hours and then you sleep. It's like, who had time to take a shower? All right, good night, Mindy. Thank you for coming aboard. It's great to have you. It's great to have any of you, all of you. Yeah, I decided I needed to, Tina, because I bought that laptop. What a pain in the ass, by the way. I think I got one. Oh, I think it's like what you got. It was on sale, so it's got 8 gig of RAM, and I think that's going to be really important. But Windows 11, I don't know. And then they keep saying, well, you got to have Windows 365 to do this or that, do this or that. It's $129 a year. Well, do I really need to spend money for that? Do I really need it? But they make it sound like it helps you with everything else. So, okay, so there's another $10 a month, $11 a month, whatever it is. So I said, okay. So I put in all my credit card information and it refuses it. Hello, my credit card is fine. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm putting in the information exactly, and it just keeps throwing it back out. And I can't go forward without getting that taken care of. I could cancel it and say hell with it. I may just do that. I'll think about it. Well, thank you, Nancy. All right, it is time. Frizzle, frazzle, frizzle, frome. Time for this one to go home. Yeah, I'm spoiled, but I'll be able to do my computer work up until 11 o'clock tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to stay one more day, I think. I was originally going to leave here at 11 in the morning, but I'm going to go ahead and stay one more day and just try to get this computer shit figured out. If I can after that, well, then it won't happen anyways. A lot of time to get a new laptop. Yes, it does. Okay, I will, Tina. Caesar was supposed to come over tonight, but he got busy. He was working today. He's been getting overtime in on this silly job, which not all bad. So that works out to $27 an hour. Not bad. Go for a float. Now I'm too full for that even. And the pool's right there. I mean, I could just hop in, but nah. At least the wind died down. Well, there's a few people in the pool. All right. I want to thank you all for coming aboard. I really, really appreciate it. So, when will I go live again? Probably next weekend, Saturday or Sunday. Not sure. Not sure where I will be. Pretty sure I'll still be in Arizona, but I could be in New Mexico. Just not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. All right. Fair winds. and smiles. Yes, you can. I can do it. I know it doesn't look like it because of all this hair. My eyes are smiling. You can smile. And of course, may God bless. Thank you. Good night.